Hi everyone, it's the Moon Mage Medium, back again with another reading. So today's general reading is going to be about the waning moon. This is basically the final purging stage. The night that I am recording this is the night of the last quarter moon. So this last quarter moon is about introspection, about reflecting, reevaluating those kinds of energies. So you're shedding the old, and that is continually going to be the energy until the new moon, when it's time to plant seeds again, and so now we're just like, this is the final releasing, okay? It's the purging stage, and we are going to just pull some cards. I'm mostly going to focus on oracle cards today. I just feel called to do so, and we'll just see what kind of messages that they have for us. Okay, so we're going to start off with this one. This is the butterfly oracle cards for life changes, and let's just see what kind of changes we're going through right now. So let's see. We have get some rest. Okay, so yeah, it's a time for resting, just figuring out what is working for us, what's not working for us, how we can make our situations better, but also not doing it forcefully, okay? Doing it at a pace that's allowing you to heal, and to really not make rash decisions. It's not really a time to do that. It's more about just figuring out what is working, what's not, and how you can change whatever is not, so that it could just, serve you in a positive way, whatever that circumstance is. So let's see what other energies should we focus on. It says join in, and one more wanted to come out with that one, so we're gonna pull it. It says grief work. Okay, so I think now is the time to rest while you're releasing anything that's making you feel pain or that's holding you back. Really acknowledging any kind of pain that you have that has resurfaced, I would say. Anything that hasn't healed in the past that came up again, just allowing yourself to really take hold of the situation. Okay, so just really try to end this cycle. I think that whatever energies is coming up right now is because you need to let it go. Okay, you need to let the situation go. That's the only way that you're going to be able to move forward. But you have to give yourself the time and space to heal. Okay, I think that a lot of us haven't really done that in the past, or to let things go, completely. This can be very triggering and painful to do. Okay, so if you need to do this, if you need to create more boundaries and just like be in solitude while you're going through these energies, while you're releasing them, then do that. Allow yourself that time and space. Let's pull some more cards. What are we gonna pull? Let's pull some goddesses cards. So this is the goddess deck. I like this deck. It's very cute. We're just gonna pull some cards from it. See which goddesses are around at this time. Way too many cards. Hold on. These energies, it doesn't necessarily have to be people or letting people go. I think it's just like letting go of old habits, old communication styles, or just like things that just haven't been working out. So just allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable during this time, because I feel like a lot is coming up. But don't like be hard on yourself, and if this is a repeating cycle of yours, don't be hard on yourself. That's never really gonna help. It's just more about acknowledging that it came up again and really trying to end it so it doesn't resurface later down the road. We have Allah with morality, and we have fertility. Allah and Ariane Rod are both about fertile energy, so both about, you know, bringing forth something new. But the thing about Allah is that you want to align with what's right for you, like with your integrity kind of thing, okay? So I think with these kinds of energies, as long as you stay true to you and true to what you think is best and best for you, as long as you stay aligned with that, you're gonna receive the justice that you need, okay? So what is best for you to do right now is to go through this grief work, okay? To go through this letting go, to go through this healing, you know? Again, give yourself the time and space to do that. Isolate yourself if you need to do that. You know, just try to allow yourself to really nurture your inner being, okay? So nurture any kind of pains that are being triggered at this time, because when you do that, that is what's going to lead to this new fertile energy, okay? So stop running away. If that's what you're doing, stop running away from the healing work, from the grief work, from the shadow work. Really dig deep into yourself. Really allow yourself to be vulnerable with yourself. You know, some people aren't even capable of doing that, really being honest with yourself. So you have to take this time to be honest with yourself and really figure out, how can you transform this situation, this feeling of lack within yourself. You know, it could be with a job, it could be with a friend, a partner, anything. What about those situations that's bothering you can be fixed through better communication, or, you know, a better start looking for a better job, or, you know, do you have to release this whole situation? Like, have you done all that you possibly can to make this situation better, that now you're at a place where you have to really let it go entirely in order to make space for something new? Okay, so that's something that you really have to figure out at this time. If you can make it better, then by all means, you know, you just have to make sure that it's aligned with who you are and who you want to be in the future, and try to find solutions. But if you've been doing that, if you've been really doing all you can to try to make that situation better and it's just not working out, then let it go, okay? Then it's not really for you, because it's not making you happy, you know? And if you're in this stagnant, redundant energy that's not making you happy, that's what you need to let go. Okay, so once you do all this work of releasing and putting yourself first and your needs first, and you've done all you can to make the situation better, but it's just not, and you've allowed yourself to completely cut ties and all that great work, once you do that, that's what's going to bring in this new energy, this new fertile energy, and that is where you want to be, okay? This is how you want to feel. Like, new opportunities are presenting itself to you all the time, you know? That's how you're going to know that you're on the right path too. But you're going to feel it. Even though this is painful and whatever, this is something that you have to purge and let go of, you know that by releasing this, you're going to be better off in a better situation. And you're going to feel it. And I don't think it's going to take you that long either. I really don't. But you have to make sure that you put in that work, okay? We're gonna pull some cards. I think this is the Getting into the Vortex deck. Right. By Jerry and Esther Hicks. I have another deck by them that I plan on using, so that's why I wanted to make sure that I got the name right. Let's see. So we're gonna pull some cards here. We have the law of attraction assembles happy relationships. Okay, it says 53 on top. 8 or 53 could be somebody's age, but 8 could also be a great number. It's a very financially abundant number, but it's I think it's the number of infinity as well, right? So infinite, eternal energy. It says the law of attraction cannot bring you a well-balanced, happy person if you are not yourself already that. The law of attraction, no matter what you do or say, will bring you those who predominantly match the person who you predominantly are. If you're not happy with yourself or with your life, the attraction of a partner will only exaggerate the discord, because any action taken from a place of lack is always counterproductive. Okay? So, the thing about contrast, and contrast is anything that is not in alignment with what it is that you actually want in your life. So it can mean pertaining to relationships, because that is a relationship based deck. If you're not happy with your partner, or you're not happy with your friend or your boss or whatever, there's something within that person that is being reflected, that is being mirrored by something within you. So if you're not happy with something within yourself, or maybe you don't think that you are capable of having this amazing connection with a person or your boss or your friend or whatever, there's a lack within yourself that you're not acknowledging, that is just being mirrored by this situation. And so I like to be grateful for this contrast, this discomfort, because it shows me what I need to work on within myself. If I'm not getting along with a friend or a partner or my boss, what is it within myself that created that situation? Okay? It shows me where I'm not happy within myself or my life. And then that's something that I can control, that I can work on. I can't really control other people and how they choose to live their life, but I can control the energies that I put out into the universe in relation to that situation. And if in the end, I do all this work to change myself and to change my vibration, then my physical environment is going to shift as well. Okay? So that is something that we should all focus on. Try to focus on what is making you happy about your life. Even if you don't have a lot to focus on, just having a roof over your head, having a pet, having a safe environment that you're living in, or having a healthy body, that kind of thing, or having somebody who supports you, a friend that you can talk to, that can support you and listen to you, that you can be vulnerable with. These are all things to be grateful for, and to focus on being happy about. And when you focus on those things, then you're telling the universe, hey, these things are making me happy. Please bring more things like these things so I can be happy. I can continue to be happy and continue to feel this way. And eventually, that is what you're going to bring into your life, more things to be happy about. So it's about letting this go, this energy go, in order to make room for more happy situations. And what else do we have? It's the same deck. I'm gonna pull one more. I just love these decks so much. So let's see. We have relationships I don't want. Clarify those I do want. Number 18. So this is just confirming what I was just saying, okay? But let's read the back. It says, whenever you know what you do not want, you always know more clearly what you do want. So in any poignant moment of awareness of another person's undesirable situation, give your undivided attention to the idea of improvement that has hatched from your interaction/observation. And as you learn to do that, not only will you be of increasing value to others, but you will see how your relationships with others add immeasurable to your own becoming. So focus on what it is that does work for you. I like that it's a moon, but let's move it over a bit. Okay. Yeah. So again, in order to change and shift your life, you have to focus on what is working out for you. I think this is a time for all of us to really choose to move forward and not look back. Okay? I think that we've been put in situations where the old is just getting old. Like, it's really getting old. And we want to make real changes in our lives. We're looking for these breakthrough moments, and we have to do what it takes for us to get there. And if it means letting this go entirely, then sure, that's what you need to do. And letting go of whatever this is going to be worth purging. You know, it's going to be worth it, because you may not see it now, but it's just like the last step before opening this new door of opportunities. Okay, so let's continue with the teachings of Abraham Hicks well-being oracle cards. I also do have like super attractor stuffed in there because I gave most of those cards to my mom, but they're in alignment to this deck, so we're just gonna pull some cards. It says, I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. Okay, so try to wake up. When you wake up, try not to focus on the past, okay? There is a very great quote from Ted Lasso, and I have this as a painted rock. I found this rock on a beach in Cape Cod, and it's from the Kindness Rocks project, and they put a Ted Lasso quote. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's one of the greatest shows that ever existed. I think it's just one of the greatest feel-good shows for sure. And there's a quote that Ted said. He would tell his team to be a goldfish, you know, and he would say it was the happiest animal on this earth, a goldfish, because they have a 10-second memory. Okay, so begin your day waking up feeling like it's a brand new day, like anything could happen. Just focus on the new energy, the reset. Abraham also says, you know, Esther, Abraham Hicks, they also say the best thing to do when you're having a bad day or you're in a bad mood or whatever is to go to sleep, because that resets the energy, it resets the momentum. And so if you're feeling bad, yeah, just sleep it off, but you can't always, you can't sleep your life away either. So just in the beginning of your day, it would help to start it by seeing each day as a fresh new beginning, okay? As a new opportunity for great things to happen. In the back of the card it says, today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow are, I don't know why I didn't show you in the first place, but it says, today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Look for things to feel good about, and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that that good feeling vibration. Okay, so that's great. I love this deck. I've had this deck since I was 10 years old. My sister and I shared it, and it's so beat up at this point, but I still continue. It's probably missing cards too. I haven't counted them, but let's just look for another card. It says physical well-being is one good thought away. Okay, you can change your life with one good thought. Remember that. You could have every disease known to man within you today, and if you choose different feeling thoughts tomorrow, they would all leave your body. The key is to not give any unwanted things much attention. When it doesn't feel good, turn your attention someplace else. Now, this one may seem a little bit controversial because I understand that people will say, what about babies that come into this world, or children that come into this world and, end up dying because they have this disease or whatever that they couldn't control. This is high level manifesting, and not everyone is really at this level where they can shift diseases in that way, okay? Because we've been conditioned, we've been trained our mind to allow fear to give in to fear. And so this is even though it shouldn't be, it can be a very high level. But what it's telling you, basically, let's go back to the front, is that by you deciding that you are purposely going to feel good and purposely going to have a good day and be in a good mood and have a good life, by focusing your attention on these good feeling thoughts, that is what's going to create more situations and more good feeling experiences in your life. That's the only way that it's going to happen. We can't get to a good life by feeling bad and by feeling unworthy. So try to focus your energy more on what makes you feel good, and really obsess over feeling good. That's the only thing that I would say where obsession can be a good thing, because when you're obsessed with feeling good, that's how you're gonna focus more on creating good feeling things, and that is what's gonna lead to your good feeling life. Okay, so we're gonna continue. I just feel called to do this today, just focus more on these kinds of energies, because although they may seem basic, basic things, this is a continual practice. This is what we're gonna have to be doing for the rest of our lives, trying to shift our mind, and it's all neuroscientifically proven. This is not just yada yada new age thinking. It's actually very old, and it's actually embedded in our brains, where these neurotransmitters, when you're feeling a good feeling, they're sending these signals to the rest of your body, Okay, and when you're feeling bad, it's doing the same thing. So try to focus more on good feelings, you know, good feeling thoughts, because that's what you're going to be signaling out to the rest of your body. This is the High Desert Oracle. It says patience. It says, the virtue of patience is needed right now. What you seek will take longer than expected. Trust in the universe to give you what you need. Keep an open mind. You may receive something that is much better than originally planned. Wow. So, it's not going to happen overnight, guys. And that's why you need to give yourself some time to rest and really just allow yourself to be vulnerable and purge, you know, because it's not an overnight thing. It's actually can be a lifelong thing. But there are certain times in our lives when we really just cannot keep choosing something that is clearly not working out for us. Okay? And that can be an attitude. It usually is an attitude. We have to let go of that. Love. Look at that little dingo. It says, or coyote, I don't know. It says, love is the answer to any question. It is the power behind miracles, the basis of any religion worth following. True unconditional love is an energy that binds everyone and everything together. Instead of acting out of obligation or fear, choose to act from love. Okay? So choose to love yourself. Choose to love your life. Choose things that make you feel loved and make you want to give out more love, okay? If something is making you uncomfortable, put more love into that situation. Direct more loving energy to that situation. And I promise you, it'll shift. That doesn't mean hold on to somebody that's not good for you. That doesn't mean hold on to a job that's not good for you. Putting love in the situation is releasing those things with love so that you can move forward from a more compassionate place, from a more loving place. Direct that love towards yourself, and it'll create more loving opportunities for you. Okay, and so we're just going to end this reading with the self-care oracle, sacred self oracle. We have, it's time for you to be uniquely and proudly yourself, regardless of any perceived societal standards. Don't try to squeeze yourself into a box that doesn't fit your outline. Be you. Some of us out here have been very afraid to put ourselves out there, to be our most authentic self. You know, I understand it's a scary thing sometimes to live in our authenticity, but letting go of this mask or, you know, this old, this front that you're putting out into the world, letting that go and living more authentically in the energy of love and integrity and authenticity, that is going to lead you to a fruitful life. That is what's really going to create that breakthrough that you desire. Okay, so one more card we're going to pull. It says, develop a deeper connection with your ancestors and spirit guides by spending time in meditation and asking them for guidance. They have been trying to reach you, but you may have not responded. Ask for a confirmation and be open to receive. maybe the spirit realm has been trying to speak with you guys, you know, one-on-one. And even if you've been watching this reading, you know, if you got this far, really consider that this message is them trying to tell you that they would like a deeper connection with you, okay? That they would like you to get more in touch with yourself and allow them to help you, allow them to guide you. You know, they are here to remind us of our own wisdom, of our own inner being, of our higher selves. You know, they're here to help us live in that energy. So if you have somebody in your life that has passed on recently, or maybe you haven't even met them, they're your ancestor, just call on them. Ask for their guidance. Ask for their for signs that they're listening, that you need direction. You know, ask them for help, and they will deliver. You know, allow yourself to be open to it, and they will deliver. Do I have any more cards that I want to share today? Okay, we'll end it with this crystal chakra deck. I love this deck. I'm always going to use this deck. We're going to end this reading with some mantras that you can tell yourself. And we have the root chakra with the red agate. It says, I choose to embrace positivity, and I feel grounded in this moment. So positivity and grounding are our key words. We're going to leave the reading with this. Try to focus on your root chakra. Try to ground yourself more. Try to remain in this positive energy of love. Okay? Even if you're letting something go and it's painful, just understand that you're choosing yourself when you do that. And you're choosing the love that you have for yourself when you do that. And letting go of, you know, bad attitudes or things that are self-deprecating or anything. By choosing love, you're choosing yourself. And that is what's going to create the life that you want. Okay? So I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope that you resonated with these messages. I sure did for my own life, and I choose to apply it. And I will see you in the next major lunar phase. So until then.